All right, I got this Ford F-150. It's got the F-150 Lariat 5.4 Triton, and I bought it used. It's a 2004. It's one that's got this grill on it. I think this is the first year that they did this grill, and this thing has been a pain in the rear. I've actually had this guy blow out, like literally you'll get the check engine lights flashing, and I'm running lean on 1 and lean on 2. I have literally replaced everything except getting into the motor. I've taken the throttle body off, cleaned it, camshaft sensors, there's 2 of them, basically every sensor on it, the oxygen sensors, all the hoses. I have replaced everything. Now, I know that these things are notorious for the intake gasket leaking and having a vacuum leak, so I think that's one of my issues. But the other one, I'm pretty sure I've got a lifter or valve sticking on it. So I'm gonna do the old Seafoam treatment here. I've got the high mileage, and this is the one that's got the nozzle so you can spray into the throttle body, and you're supposed to start it up, run a whole one. Got to do 6 ounces of this in the oil, and it says right on the directions, run it 100 to 300 miles before the oil change filter, change the oil. And then it says to do 1 full bottle in the gas tank, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put 1 in here, then I'm gonna drive the guy and see what happens with it, and see if we can get it to kind of quit. It smokes a little bit when you start it. It's just being a pain, and I don't know what all this is gonna do, but at this point I'm probably going to end up rebuilding the top of the motor. It's got that variable timing deal on it, and I think that's one of my issues. I've not jumped time, but I'm definitely having trouble. And the weird thing is, it'll act up and then it'll just go away, and the check engine light will still be on it, but it won't be flashing, and I still get power running about 16 miles to the gallon. And then once it starts dropping, we have quite a bit going on with it. So I'm also going to run, and I poured some of this in the gas, so I had about 6 ounces left in it. I'm also going to take out my camshaft sensors, and I've been playing with this thing just to kind of see what the heck's going on. And I can clean the camshaft sensors and it'll kind of straighten out. And I change the oil about every 2,000 miles in this thing, just because anything after that. I've been running the Penske oil. Going to switch over to the Motorcraft, the Ford, and I tried this stuff and it just didn't seem to help, so I've kind of been switching around with the oil just to see if we get anything any different. But I'm gonna spray a little bit, get everything ready here. I gotta take all this off, and I'll bring y'all back once I get it. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the camshaft sensors out and get ready to spray them. So once I get all that stuff done, I'll bring them back. All right, now right down here is the camshaft sensors. I want to kind of blow just a little bit of this stuff in there and get that down in this thing, just to kind of see if getting anything in there. And that one's gonna be a pain in the tail. Let's just see if I can't get a little shot in there. It's kind of hard to see. But I got a little bit in there. I'm gonna let that set for a minute, kind of get in it. I'm changing the oil. I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we'll see. The way this whole thing's acting, and hell, it can't hurt it. So let me get this stuff hooked back up, and then we'll start it up and run it through the throttle body. All right, getting these things back in. I didn't have this thing on bright. I don't know if y'all can see what I was doing or not, but anyway, you get the gist of it. This thing's got 2 camshaft sensors on it. And the funny thing is, I've been playing with this, and I can take and wipe those guys down, take them out, clean them, wipe them down, and they kind of straighten themselves back out, and the thing will run fine for a little while. And then all of a sudden it'll just go bad. Next time I take them out and clean them, it does nothing. And you can see where this thing backfires. It's got less than 1,000 miles on this filter. So, I mean, I got something major going on with it. But I figure we're either gonna blow it up, change the motor, or just keep playing with it, see if all this snake oil stuff works. So let's start it up, and we're gonna do the throttle body now. See the check engine lights on. Spray the whole can down in there. Supposedly it cleans the top of the engine, so we'll see. And she's gonna be smoking like a... Give it a little gas, blow it out a little bit. Oh, there she went. Yeah. And it's been dying when it stops. There goes the smoke. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Oh yeah, she's smoking good now. No mosquitoes out here. she's smoking good. Lot in this little spray can. Well, I still got a quarter can to go. It'll be pretty interesting. Yeah. I think that's about it. When I was doing it at the beginning, it was kind of not responding to the, well, there it is again. Kind of like it's flooded out. There's a nice little pop. Yeah, still smoking good. Hopefully get some of that carbon off them lifters and valves. Yeah. Like you said, it's almost a two-person job. Almost a two-person job. Whew. I think that's about it. She's about done. Starting to get bubbles out of it. She's smoking a little bit, not like it was. So it just got a big puff out of it, and it kind of just calmed down. I figured it'd be burning it a lot more than that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that whole can in there. Do it right. Let's just see what's gonna happen with it. Still got to go drive it some, get that oil mixed up. This will be 100 miles, 100 to 300. Dang, there's a lot in this little can. Alright, good. I don't know. I don't think there's anything left in this thing. That's it. All right, I'm gonna get all this stuff put back together and probably go drive it, see how it goes. All right, I drove it and it smoked like all get out. It's still missing, but I want to get in here and get the oil changed, see how this thing does. Let's see what this oil looks like. I'm kind of curious. And now this oil is only it's got about 1,500 miles on it, something like that, I would imagine. So let's see if this thing cleaned it up any. She ain't too terribly black. We'll get it out and look at it once we get her drained. See what she looks like. All right, this oil is pretty black. It's a little blacker than normal. It ain't too horribly bad. But you know that thing, it did thin it out a lot. I mean, you can look. I'm running 20W or 5W20 in this thing, and you know it's pretty thick. And one thing about it, it thinned it out pretty bad, and it is a little blacker than normal. So I think that thing definitely did get it cleaned out. We'll see how it goes. I'll gonna put some Lucas in it. Got some Lucas oil and the high mileage stuff. The stabilizer, I'm gonna put a quart of that in there. It stuff's like honey. So I was just letting it warm up on the motor, I disconnected the battery to reset all the codes. I'm gonna try this, drive it, and then I've got some starting fluid at the house. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I am going to start it up and squirt some starter fluid on around this intake, around the front part of the intake, and just see if I get any kind of change. Like I said, I've done all the hoses, I've done everything else, and I don't think I'm got a vacuum leak. If I do, it's gonna have to be on that intake. So we're gonna try that next. I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you've got this older F-150s, you're probably having some of the same issues that I'm having, and literally I've been chasing this thing for a while. So hopefully something will fix it. If not, we're going to end up either rebuilding the top half of the motor or just pulling it out and putting a crate motor in it. It's a good old truck. So all right, after doing all the Seafoam, I drove it for probably 150 miles. First 75 miles, it's still spitting and sputtering and not acting real good. Before, when I left it in idle, it would run for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds and die. Y'all seen it when I was trying to put the Seafoam in it. That was about normal. If I hit my brakes, it would die, like, you know, slowing down after it downshifted into first gear. Like pulling into a stop sign or out of a parking lot or something, it would just die. And all that kind of went away. I don't know if it fixed it 100%, but it damn sure helped. My mileage went back up to a little over 15. I think it's like 15.3. And before I was down in the 14s, like 14.1 or 13.8 was where it was bouncing. So it definitely helped, for sure. I think I'm gonna drive this one about 1,000 miles on this oil change, and I'm gonna do it again to the oil and then spray it into the top end, basically just repeat, and see if I can't get it running a little better. Make it where it'll pretty much quit dying on me. Fun thing about a Ford, I'll definitely be working on it again.